What's going on? It's your girlfriend Faye. Welcome to FayWhat. So today we are talking about words that did not exist before March 2020. Yes, these words Corona has wonderfully given us this new vocabulary. And if you haven't heard these yet, where you been? Nah, for sure you've heard most of them. So the rest, let FayWhat school you on the new COVID vocabulary. Now, let's start off easy, and this is what the youngins are calling the virus, the Rona. Yes, the Rona. I'll use it in a sentence. Don't be bringing that Rona to my house. Okay, I thought it was something to do with like a tenderoni or something like that from the 90s, but no, I was wrong. Yeah, the Rona. Okay, you can use it. Go right ahead if you haven't heard it before. Doom scrolling. Doom scrolling is the next word. So we're in bed, we can't sleep. A lot of us are suffering from insomnia these days because of COVID-19. So we've got those particular friends, and we know who they are, that love to post negative crap on their threads. We can't sleep, so what do? We fill ourselves with these negative posts, and we're just there scrolling along. No, skipping over the puppy picture and the flower picture and that picture of what that person baked today and all that. You're going straight to the negative stuff. That is doom scrolling. And it's not good for you. It's not good for your mental health either. So try your best to stay away from that. Seriously. Next, COVIDiot. We've got so many of these people surrounding us. They're everywhere. They're like roaches. We probably have them. I know for sure I do. We probably have them in our own families. So a COVIDiot is that person that just refuses to abide by CDC guidelines, doesn't wear a mask, and basically walks around saying, we're going to get it anyway, so screw it. Or my favorite, it's fake news. It's not really a pandemic. We all have those people around us. We live with some of those people. It is what it is. Deal with it. They're here for a long time. Next, Zoom. Okay, Zoom is this great way to have like office meetings or catch up with friends or whatever on your computer or from your phone, right? AA uses it for our meetings every day, and everyone all over the world is now using it for that as well. But people are using it for a lot of other things too. I went to a wedding anniversary on Zoom. Hi, Wasa and Nicole and Nick. I went to a funeral on Zoom. I went to a memorial on Zoom. I've gone to just a catch up between high school friends on Zoom. Zoom is also. So if you're Zooming, that means that you've got a couple of meetings already set up for that day, and that's what you're going to be doing to pass the time. Zoom is being used for a lot of different things these days. We've got, Zumping. Zumping is when you get dumped through Zoom. So can you imagine that? Someone's like, oh, okay, well, Faye, can you like meet me at this meeting room? All right. And once you're there, that's what you're going to do is dump. So Zumping. Yes, it's a thing. People are also coming out on Zoom, which I think is phenomenal. These youngins, I swear, they just have so much power that they inspire us daily. So I've got a friend, and her son decided to come out on Zoom. Basically, it invited all of their friends and family, grandparents, etc., from different countries and local, and put them all together in a meeting room and came out to them. How beautiful. Isn't that awesome? That's just phenomenal. Something else that's going on Zoom is negative, is Zoom bombing. If you've been on Zoom as much as I have lately, then you know what Zoom bombing is people that have nothing better to do than to hack into Zoom meetings and put awful things on screen share, or just start screaming derogatory, horrible things. I won't even repeat any of them, but I'll just tell you that they can totally scar a newcomer or scar somebody that's not ready for it. You know, as a Zoom host myself, if you're a Zoom host, just have somebody as the co-host being security, have them remove the person instantly, turn off video for everybody involved. You'll get them. They won't be able to ruin your meeting, but it is a thing. Next, COVIDio party. COVIDio party is kind of like a watch party, and like I do it a lot with my friend Raul. So basically we'll watch All Stars together. We'll watch RuPaul's Drag Race together. And so he'll be on WhatsApp chat, WhatsApp video, and we'll be watching the same thing together. It's fantastic. You could do it with all your friends. You could do it with up to 4 people on WhatsApp. You can do it with maybe 6 or 8, I think, on the Facebook option as well. So that's a lot of fun. And co-video party. Coronication. Yes, sounds like vacation, but it's during a pandemic, so you can't go nowhere. So coronication is basically your home, right? So you make a certain part of your house a vacation spot. It could be for 20 minutes, it can be for a couple hours. Use your yard, use the deck, use your tub, screw it. Just put some tunes on the phone, put some, waves or something crashing into the sand, or a wonderful thunderstorm or something like that, and make it your time. Self-care is so important during this time. I mean, we've got to really take care of ourselves during this time, because things like Corona divorce happen, so that's a thing. Corona divorce are a couple that at the beginning of this pandemic were totally fine, marriage, bliss, happiness, joy. Spending too much time together in quarantine during a pandemic has brought up to the surface the fact that they don't want to be with each other. So it's Corona divorce. But in a lot of in a lot of couples, they're just staying cordial till maybe the end of this pandemic, just to avoid further heartache. But Corona divorce, it's a thing. I'm telling you. Well, I would think at this point it's probably Corona hooking up and Zoom hooking up. There's got to be so many more words out there. If you've got some words, and what was the other one that I had heard the other day? It was Corona coaster. Corona coaster was one that I had heard, and it was like the constant roller coaster ride that we're on with Corona. Are we closed? Are we not closed? Are we shut down? Are we red? Are we green? Are we blue? Are we black? Like, what's going on with that? And the roller coaster ride that our emotions are on during the pandemic. That was a good one too. If you hear of one, send it over our way or write it in the comment section. You might just be part of the next segment of FayWhat, and we love to hear from you. So send us an IG or hit us up on Facebook, and we always reply. So thank you for that. Make sure you subscribe and tell your friends, and we appreciate each and every one of you, and we love the fact that you allow us to come into your homes, and that you give us a platform just to be us. So on behalf of Side Voice and myself, don't be a COVIDiot. Wear a mask. Save a life. It might just be yours. Till next time, I love you guys. Take care of each other. Don't forget that kindness is cool, and we are in this together. Peace and love.